Hi guys, welcome to this series of tutorials on how to create basic plots in R. I'm going to answer a very simple question today. What is a histogram? To be able to explain this better, I'm going to use a very simple example. So let's take a vector of 10 numbers. Let's just print this vector to the console. So we have numbers ranging from 1 to 100. As low as 4 and as high as 98, as we can see here. Now I'm going to quickly plot this vector. Let's just quickly also add labels and set the limits so that we can see this plot clearly. So now you see that in this particular example, what happens is that we have taken a set of continuous data and we have binned it into different ranges. So in this case, it got binned between 0 to 20, and there are 4 values that lie between 0 to 20. 20 to 40, there are 3 values that lie in there, and so forth, and so on and so forth. Now, if you want to look at this distribution and verify this data very quickly, what I'm going to do for you is plot this with plot equals to false. So setting plot to false helps us get the breaks and the counts and density and the mid values and other stuff like that. So what happens here is we can see very clearly that between 0 to 20 there are 4 values, 20 to 40 there are 3 values, and 40 to 60 we have 0 values. So this helps you see the distribution of data for your variable. Now let's look at a real world scenario. So we bring in the iris data set. I'm also going to subset iris data set by one species. Let's pick that species to be Virginica. No particular reason, just like that. So I'm going to first plot the sepal length for iris data set as a histogram, and then I'm going to plot only the Virginica related sepal length. I set the color to blue so that you can see the Virginica sepal length histogram separately, and set add equals to true, which means the new histogram just gets overlaid on the previous one. So you see both the histograms here. Clearly one value between 4.5 to 5 is an outlier. I'm going to run this bit of code which will give us the distribution. So the peak for Virginica for sepal length happens at 6 to 6.5, where there are about 19 values that fall in there. So clearly that's like the most popular range. That's where most of this Virginica lies as far as sepal length is concerned. And as far as the entire data set is concerned, again the same value, 6 to 6.5, as we can see. So what a histogram allows you to do is it helps you understand the distribution of your data, where the peak of your data lies, what is the skewness of the data, and what are the outliers in your data, and what are the most recurring set of values in your data. So extremely helpful in any kind of analysis that you're going to do with your data, an extremely powerful visualization tool. For more such tutorials, please keep a tab on the channel, subscribe, like this video.